Hi everyone and welcome to World of Mike. Today is the day of a brand new launch to the channel, which is the largest ever warship of the 17th century. It is builder HMS Sovereign of the Seas. What better way to kickstart the brand new year here in 2023 with a brand new exciting build brought to you by the folks over at D'Agostini. Now we're going to be doing this on a Sunday. It's going to be on a Sunday every week until it's finished, and this is pack one. As you can see, with because obviously D'Agostini have relaunched all of their models again. It's not with Model Space, it's with D'Agostini Collectibles, and I'll put the link in the description below for you to check them out. But they don't come with the PDFs, you have to print them if you want them. I don't like the online version, I like to print them. So as you can see, we'll be doing stage one consists of the first part of the hull and a cannon. Now we won't be doing that all today, but we are going to be doing stage one first parts of the hull, cannon, just this part here. So we're going to be doing steps 1 to 3, and then obviously in next week's video we will be doing this one here, which is putting some more bulkheads in and a little bit more detailing, and then week after that we're doing some paint work. So yeah, a bit nervous of that because I'm not very good with painting, but maybe an airbrush will be the key. Now these are the parts. Comes in this massive blister pack, and as you can see, this is the parts that we're going to be doing. I'm actually filming this at the 21st of August 2022, so yeah, it's quite nice to be kick-started. So let's get this out. Okay, what's lovely about this is they're not in that wooden like block thing where you have to snap them out or cut them out of that wooden framing. They're all actually individual like this, so this is brilliant. As you can see, they're all numbered as well, so we'll put them up the top. We've also got some wire, very lovely. We've got some cotton, which is labelled 0.15 millimeters. We've got the main bulkhead, which is this section here. As you can see, various little numbers there. This sheet is just a standard sort of packing sheet, I think. Just goes into bits and pieces about D'Agostini, and obviously 2 other bits of bulkhead there. And then we've got this beautiful thing here, which is the main sort of keel section of Sovereign of the Seas. We won't actually be using this section here today, but we will be starting on this little section here. I'm going to bring it down as best as I can. And first things first, we need to get the one marked 3. So as you can see, we've got slot 3 here, and we're going to be putting bulkhead 2 in. So this is the one, as you can see here. So obviously I don't suppose it matters too much. I'm just going to double check. As you can see, they both say 3, 11, 8 and 4. Okay, we want to put it so the numbers are facing inwards, and we're going to be using this section here, but making sure this little nodule bit is right at the end, and that's going to slot into there like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a little beaker, and I'm going to get some wood glue. Now you might want to use cotton wool buds or cocktail sticks, but I'm just going to pour a little splodge in there. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll put some, it does say to use PVA. Now you can use all sorts of different glue. As you can see here, this is wood glue, apparently the toughest glue. I always work with Gorilla Glue, and obviously this part here is not going to connect to nothing, so the idea is that you brush it onto these parts here, because obviously you're not going to connect this bottom part to anything at the moment. So yeah, we'll just put that down there, and then push this part over here. I bet some of you are thinking, why didn't I start this earlier? And the truth of it is because obviously I do film in advance, which is one of the reasons, and another reason is I'm too busy with other projects like Eddie Stobart and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty hectic. So as you can see, that's that part into there, and that will glue in there very nicely. You can just go around the edge here and just take off the excess glue there, as you can see, and that will dry very nicely in that bulkhead. Now we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So as you can see, we're going to get some more glue. These beakers actually came from Mail Science. I used to do a subscription called Mail Science, but it's like 30 quid a month, and I'd rather invest in builds for that sort of cost. So I'm a very keen, passionate partwork builder. So yeah. Okay, so what's going to happen now, we're going to make sure that this part here is going to be facing there. This is quite interesting because the 4811 actually faces towards us. So we've got one that faces that way, and then the other one faces this way with us. So that's going to go into there. So as you can see, some of the numbers are this way, and then some of the numbers go that way, but upside down. Very, very interesting. And then obviously we're going to just wipe away the excess glue again here, and we'll do exactly the same on this side as well. So you know when I said I've got an exciting new build, five new exciting builds launching, which was a surprise? Well, this is one of them, so I'll keep you guessing on what the other 4 could be. Okay, so once we've done that, the next stage is we're now going to put bulkhead 3 in, which is, it's very, very confusing because, sorry, it's because I'm looking at the picture that says 3. We're going to put bulkhead 4 in. Now, obviously, if we was to match these up, they're exactly the same, as you can see. And what's going to happen is we're going to put one of these, and we're going to put it, basically, it looks like it goes in between there and then obviously here. So basically, if we was to slot that into there, like that, it looks as if it goes like that. Now we do actually have another slot that goes there as well, so obviously we will be putting 2 of these in because we need to strengthen it. And as you can see, that's still drying at the moment, but what we can do is, while we wait, is we can put some more glue on, because this part here you could put more on if you like along this beam if you wanted to. I'm going to put some in here, my stick will let me. And then I'm just going to put some all along that beam. You don't have to, but I know that that's going to be stuck there, so I'm just going to test, and then a bit along here, I think, like that. Okay, and then obviously that part there goes into there and sandwiches very nicely against that part just there, like that. And we'll hold that down for a couple of minutes. We'll wipe off the excess glue as well on here, and you want it so that the number 4 is facing outwards. I'm going to leave that little splinter of glue there because we can actually use that to suction it in a bit as well. So we're going to do exactly the same now, but on this side now, and exactly the same, but we want the 4 also facing inwards, so the 4 will hide behind this bulkhead here. Okay, so I'm just going to get some more glue, and I'm not going to glue here because there's a slight gap, so yeah, I'm going to put some on here, bit in there, and I'll put some all along here. Doesn't matter if it's fell over the side, quite happy to take that off later. And then as you can see, this part here, basically it's so that this notch matches up with that notch as well, but so that it's not solid, they create like a little air pocket for it. So as you can see, that slots down there, and you see you've got that lovely air pocket in the middle. So as you can see, that will go like that. Just hold that down for a couple of minutes. We need to ensure that, you know, they dry and don't dislodge. Do you get me? So if I just move that there a bit, hold that there, that one's just as I would want it, and then what I'll do is I'll just take off some excess glue there, and also in here. Now obviously you can see there's some glue down in the middle there. I'm not fussed about that. By the looks of it, it's going to slot into something, but if you wanted to, you can just get your cocktail stick, down there and just try and suction that out. So yeah, so that's that section there. So what we're going to do is, because obviously this build is a lot of gluing, the next stage here, we're going to leave that like this for this stage. So it will be several sessions, but that is the first of it. So we'll put that to one side, because the next part, what we have to do in next week, we are going to be basically, that's the section we've just done. And we've just done the 90 degrees there. And what's going to happen is they're just telling us that there's a 4mm gap in the middle, which we've done. But obviously from step 6, we have to insert this bulkhead into the keel section. So obviously I don't want to glue that in yet, because I feel like that part needs to have 24 hours to glue. So this will be what we're doing next Sunday. So we'll be putting this bulkhead into the keel and securing that in. And then we've got a little bit of cannon work to do for the gun carriage. And then obviously that will take us up to this section here, and then that's where the paint comes in. So obviously what's interesting is it doesn't actually say what type of paint that is. It does say apply a coat of primer, then use an airbrush or fine brush to paint the gun carriage with red modelling paint. So basically no preference onto what sort of red, just red modelling paint, but I'll try and get it as bright as possible with that. And yeah, looks like I'll have to get an airbrush. With an airbrush, it's going to be great because you can put it won't go on too thick or thin. But I'm really excited to do this build. As you can see here, it is so lovely to work on. It's such a beautiful, beautiful ship. And yeah, I sort of got into shipbuilding ever since there's a channel I watch called Mega Nico, and he really got me into he really grabbed my attention for the Bounty, which you can see over on my other channel, World of Mike. And yeah, he really got me into doing this wonderful world of wooden ships. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, that white there is just beautiful. It matches with the colour coordination of the masts and the crow's nest, and yeah, really and the figurehead there. So really can't wait to get more of this done. But I hope you like that little introduction to one of the new builds that is here. But I'll leave you guessing on what the other 4 could be. It could be anything. It could be from Hachette, the Agostini, Fanhome, Altea, IXO, or Agora. Who knows? You'll have to wait and see. But until then, hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Remember to tap the bell notification if you want to be notified of all the videos I do. And I'll see you next time for more of Sovereign of the Seas, the largest warship of the 17th century. Bye.